going. There she is. It is literally back to your tire supply.
This isn't as bad as I thought.
So when we're gonna have her ready?
By March.
Really? I'm very surprised by that answer.
Thought you were ready sooner?
I really did.
I don't know.
I really thought that you'd be pushing for the cab. The River Point.
Small damage report. The glove survived on the front. I got one window left. Both the zoomies are destroyed. Huh?
It's not even the good window. It's the window that always tries to pop out.
Yeah.
Well, the other window went missing, and somebody said that I heard people said they knew where it was at, and it never made it back to the trailer.
Drug on the parachute and parachute mount. That's where my Rocket Man type sparks came from. But all in all, the wheels are good. Surprised it didn't touch the wheels.
We did fire it up.
Yeah, it runs. We just have to hook the battery up. We didn't want it to have any like trailer fires or anything dumb.
It's really hard to look at.
Yeah.
Especially from someone that hasn't seen the video yet.
Yeah, as far as damages in the car,
I've had so many people tag me in it, and
I know.
steering wheel's bent and broke.
Accidentally hit the button, so like the minute he came across the finish line in a wheelie, it went straight back to the finish line. So, and I mean, before he even made his pass, he texted me saying he was okay because my phone was lagging so bad.
Let's see.
Well,
I was looking in this area more because we had a pretty good impact right here because I mean, this is where the wall was.
Because you had already ran before everyone else started, but she didn't know that, so she didn't think that it was Ryan's car because she didn't see you. You know what I mean? Like. But it was just because the angle of the.
Yeah, I got the.
Shoved the roof up a lot in the middle. Yeah, and this
I thought
A-pillar got pushed in.
Like
It
I
exploded the front window.
I have the whole recording of it because I thought it was just overcome that and just as it took off.
Yeah, tires good. Wheels good, a little dusty. So, steering column, inspect funny car, replace this funny car tube right here.
Yeah.
And then roof quarters, taillight panel. And then should be that's about all I can see right now. Oh, probably new inner tin work in the back. I'm sure it got all smashed. But really not that rough. Let me see if I can't pick the car up. We had a delivery truck rip down our power line to the shop a couple weeks ago, and we've been playing hell with city inspectors and updating stuff that was previously grandfathered in, apparently. So now I'm fitting a bill to update my rental property here to turn power back on. But so we're on a generator, so it blinks the lights. But I want to look underneath this thing real quick. Keep going. You want? We don't need that up.
I don't think it's a tin work too.
Yeah, tin work's messed up. That tire being low makes it look so bad.
Yeah. I mean, not even the control arms, the wheels don't look freaking touched. Like, nothing looks rattled except for, well, more so what I think is probably more from the tires than anything else, because...
I'll get back there in a second.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just taking my time. I just try to look for any witness marks of anything touching. Floor jack slippage right there. Your tire rubbed right here, or it's not really coarse. It must just be tire.
I'm willing to bet tire, because it matches right here.
I mean, it looks like the rear end's still straight, so I don't think the wishbone got hit.
No, I mean, that's the bonus of big tires. I think 90% of it went into the balloons. I mean, it's hard to get a little angle of it because we're staring at one flat tire, too. And not even, look, the shock sensors. I thought one of them was broken. I was looking at the wrong shit when I was underneath it, because both of them are perfectly fine.
Yep.
Not even at an angle. So it didn't even shift that on the axis at all.
There used to be a bolt here that came down like here.
Yeah.
That we use for a push bar.
Not even your accumulator or anything like that's messed up. It's
No.
literally just cosmetic.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yep.
Look, I mean, it didn't even really get into your sill panels or
Rockers?
rockers.
We don't need those anymore. 2024 rules don't care about those.
Yeah.
They'll be coming off.
I dented that small tire. But still got factory frame rail.
Yeah, I really just ripped the rocker at the tack welds
Yeah.
from last year when I put new quarters on it.
Daddy fracked him right now. Yes, Daddy fracked him. Daddy fracked him. He said,
Is this
yes,
new or
Daddy
old?
fracked. We went on for about 3
That's old. That's
Okay.
a
It
jack.
looks old, but I just, you know.
Yeah, that's a jack.
You can. You want my vest? Should I put my foot on? Here. Want this?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for one tomorrow.
What?
Car.
This is really all we need is a car.
Yeah. Better?
I like your vest.
You want to go look at it? Can you show me where Daddy hit? Come show me the damage. Come on. Tell me what we have to fix.
Yeah, you lower it and I'll pull the push bar off.
Here, come over here. They're gonna lower it. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, come down.
You can't get in there right now.
Yeah,
Because
sorry.
there's a bunch of broken pieces. Do you want me to lift you up so you can see? No, I just want to look from right there. Yeah.
That's a big tire.
Yeah, that was the big tire.
You can have a big tire.
Yeah, you want to go look at the big tire?
Really Would you see that?
I see that.
Mommy tire?
No, mommy doesn't run that big of a tire.
It doesn't.
Nothing.
Look at that way car.
The Monty?
Well, from what I can tell right now, it's zoomies because they're pretty boogered up. This area, the suspension seems to be okay, which is the hardest side of the impact. Front end obviously needs repair work again, but we have all the pieces, so that's huge. Doors probably gonna have to be replaced completely, plus new hinge kit, glass, window frame kit, latching kit, steering column, steering wheel's bent. This tube, and then I'll have to look at everything else, but and then tubs. But really, it's
Honestly, I'm not sure you need tubs.
maybe just push them back up. Yeah, not bad. I won highest flight.
What's loud? Daddy's not turning it on, baby.
Yeah, I'm not starting it.
Huh?
I'm not starting it. It won't be loud.
You crash?
I crashed.
You not win?
I did not win.
You okay?
I'm okay.
It's up there. Now you know when we up there? Now you know when up there?
No, I didn't win up there. I tried to fly up there, but I didn't win up there.
You flying too?
Yeah, I was flying.
Well,
Are you cold or are you just tired?
you really
Both.
want racing? You want racing?
Yeah, I was racing.
That guy car?
No, not that one.
What you doing? That a light one?
That's a customer car.
You call. You call.
Yeah.
You call. You call black.
It
Yeah.
is black.
Yeah, it's
well,
black.
kind of.
It's kind of black and gray at the moment.
Your door broke.
My door's very broke. It's really broke. Oh.
Why don't you unhook the truck and bring the truck in the shop, and you can just ride home with us and
Okay.
come out here
Dad.
and do lunch
That
tomorrow.
out there.
Okay.
I'm craving Old Shawnee.
All right. Cravings.
Yeah.
What's that? We call.
Hanging up the ropes. We're quitting racing.
Or am I going to build something different?
Like a fox body.
No, I'll never do fox body.
You'll do a fox body.
Never be a fox body.
Fox bodies are the
what other
only thing
options?
that are gonna fit into the rules that are gonna be
Oh.
posted next year.
No, back halves seem to be pretty accepted. I'm telling you, what's got a really nice light front half and a nice motor setback, it would work well as a back half car. Starts with a C.
A Camaro.
No. Sorry.
If you say a Corvette, I'm gonna punch you right in the throat for everyone to watch.
Corvette.
Oh, Eric's here.
No, he's not.
Isn't that his truck?
No, that's just another pewter.
Oh.
No, that's a gentleman that asked if he could park his truck here over the weekend while him and his friends go off-roading.
Oh.
So I
Well,
said yes.
that was nice of you.
No, Eric asked to come out, but I said we probably weren't going to be here very long.
Let's do it.
I need to drink one of my Gatorades.
Okay.
Some caffeine.
Okay.
I'm still tired.
Okay. I'm getting nothing for Christmas.
It smells like a gerbil in here.
I've been a gerbil?
Yeah, why does it smell like a gerbil in here?
Ew.
Like a,
Oh, did you get that out of the closet?
yeah.
Our closet smells like butthole.
Yeah, it smells
Yeah,
like...
I was talking to Kayla on the phone the other day, and I walked in, and I'm like, oh my, no, it was Amber, and I'm like, oh my God, our closet smells like booty.
Yeah, it's like...
I think it's from all the dirty shoes in that bucket, because I just cleaned it, so I think rearranging them really like
Wafted about.
wafted everything out, yeah. I'm getting nothing.
Uh,
What's that?
There's a Firebird here already.
What? Surprise!
Who the heck used the shop to get this thing in here?
I don't know.
Megan!
What? I don't know shit.
That one looks too nice to cut up. Where's my generator? Oh, it's outside.
I don't know.
Oh, there's people in here already. Oh, holy shit.
I'm trying to be as loud as possible.
When I see it, I was watching the live feed.
You're like, holy fuck.
Messaged Eric and I was like, if the car's fixable, you let me know.
Right?
And then started the all-night hunt on Marketplace.
Look at the lights.
I'll get it. Here.
Oh, they should come on.
So, I don't know if you've seen any of this stuff or not, but
I saw all the negative stuff.
so this is everybody that has donated to buy this.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody involved, and there's I have in my Cash App and PayPal a lot more money. So I made the post saying, hey, I found a really nice clean shell. Anybody want to go in on it with me? And the amount of people that got involved was insane. So you got a lot of people that care about you.
I figured as many people that were.
Have you seen the taillights?
They're actually in really good shape.
Hey, Derek said the thing that's broken on Elvira works on this.
Well, it's there. It seems like it's run down.
Yeah, this is all possible though because Nick got everything started. So
Thank you so much.
it was so fucking hard not to tell you.
Really? You should try being in the truck trying to reply to messages.
I know. Well, I'm over here like he's trying to like show me everything at the new shop. He's like, I want to do this and this. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. So you ready to go to the shop?
Yeah.
Like,
You should check out the badass seats there.
It almost seems too nice to cut.
dude, these seats are nicer than Elvira. Can I have your seats?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, she
I
can
know.
dash
Yeah,
and whatever she
shit.
wants.
Do you just want Elvira? Like, we'll just change.
It's already got like the fancy
guy
steering
tried
wheel
to
that puts
sell
all
the
the knob and
350
everything. Like,
motor
it's
with
ready
it.
to
Yeah,
go.
he had a really race 350. He thought,
Yeah.
A racing
Yeah.
steering wheel already? Like,
Yeah,
Really like
that's
it.
more race car than Elvira is.
Well, and I told him that we were cutting the body off of it and it'd be going on something else. It looked like he got ran over by a man.
Just didn't tell him what was going on yet.
He was just like, you're doing what? I was like, oh yeah, we'll slice it, the whole body will come off, the rest will probably get crushed. Oh. Well, I like this car. Sorry.
He can have the fenders and doors back.
Well, and so that was the other thing, because when we were talking with Eric on the way back, so we've been trying to find a fiberglass front clip for you too, because we didn't know if this one was savable. So there was a bunch of turbo bullet posts that got made that we asked everybody to like not send to you or tag you or nothing else, because we were trying to find one, and it seems like they're all 8 weeks out. So that was another thing when I was finding a car, was like, maybe if I find one that's got good fenders, if you can't wait, you at least can put these fenders on and go, or do whatever. So
He has a lead on doors and possible hood already too.
Yeah, doors I think are my biggest concern. I know
They
the
found
front,
him in Indianapolis.
the front clip is fixable, but it's been repaired so many times. I'd like to just do a fresh one. But yeah, doors are.
I gave Clint a message too, since he was the one that helped us find the last doors as well.
They said they found some in Indianapolis. They're waiting on a shipping quote. But
Cool.
Eric's like, I'll go get them.
This is
It's not as
awesome.
much. It's not as much.
So
as
what do you
truck.
think? Are you surprised?
Should we keep
Did
it
you
blue?
know?
Yes.
I had no idea.
No?
Sorry. Reflex action.
Nothing. No, I came in and I was like, what does Zach do? Like bring in their car to work on? Like, and then I was like, that's a Firebird. I was like, why is the light on it? It's like, it hasn't been here very long. Because, I mean, the batteries don't last but like 4 or 5 hours. So it's like, okay.
I was generally worried that the alarm company was going to set it off, and I was like, no, he probably thinks.
They call us every night now because they
Yeah.
say, hey, you have a power outage. He's like, thanks, I know.
And it was like we mapped out your location to figure out what side of the highway we're like. I was like, we'll pull around back. Like, wait, shit.
Oh yeah, what if?
Well, when
what
we
if I
pulled
live
in, I was like, "Oh, Eric's here," and he's like, "That's not Eric's truck. It's just another pewter truck." I was like, "Oh, okay." Like I was trying to be like,
It's steering wheel. You got to use it too.
That thing looks pretty cool.
You got a drip steering wheel now.
I mean, that might be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
I wish they don't make adapters for 3/4 stuff though. They don't only follow. Yeah, I like energy stuff. Yeah, this thing will work. This will do it. Yeah.
It's even got the heart like new carpet. Did you put that in Elvira?
Oh yeah.
"Really?
It did come
Yeah.
with a carpet.
Elvira's getting all the hand-me-downs even from the new one."
I haven't seen one of these since I was 17. This guy's gonna see this shit and be like, man.
I checked all the like. I know it sounds dumb, but like I unscrewed and started checking all the taillights, and all the tail light retainers are still there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you want to say anything to everyone?
I don't even know what to say.
I know the feeling.
I'm very overwhelmed.
They love you, babe.
I thought I fucked up yesterday when I said like all we gotta do is cut the body off and we'll be good to roll. We were talking about how long it was gonna take to put the car back together, and I was just like, as soon as we get one.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I asked him, I go, "So when are we gonna be back to racing?" He goes, "I don't know, March." And I looked at him. He goes, "That isn't the answer that you were expecting." I'm like, "No, I figured we were shooting for the pad." You know, like.
Race it like Leroy has a go-kart at the pad. That'd be pretty cool. That would make the fun.
No tube chassis.
if we put one, hang one door on the car, you officially have more body panels and turbo
Well,
cons.
I was thinking about it. I was like, we could go racing. I mean, I've got the other windshield here. I'll just glue it in on the body that it's got.
So I'll see you like next week at some point.
We have Christmas.
So I'll see you on Christmas and then.
Right, you leave for Wichita.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll make Wichita a fast trip. I like your makeshift stand.
Gotta use a cookbook and a glass.
Yeah, but it's not just any cookbook. It's Snoop Dogg cookbook.
Snoop Dogg. From crook to cook. The book is titled.
I think Martha Stewart helped me.
Probably. Have you ever cooked out of this book?
Yeah, I think Isaiah and I made one thing. I don't remember what it was.
Very well then. Well, here we are.
Part 2. Sorry it took so long. We've been obviously very, very busy for those that follow.
Yeah, the overwhelming support for our t-shirt sales, and I got the website somewhat updated at kcmaxperformance.com to start selling merchandise on, and more merchandise to come, like Firebird merch. Sorry, our guard dog's back here watching the candle,
He doesn't do
making
well.
sure we're protected.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. Yes, please just be patient with the shirts though. I am a one-man show. I try and get them all out by the end of the day. I have 3 giant totes in our bedroom currently.
We're not used to this much support on merchandise at home. So thank you, everybody. What else did this week? This week's been Christmas. Well, we've been kind of starting Christmas a few days early.
Yeah, we have like a bajillion families to go to. Between,
and some of them we can travel to, so we do travel. And
yeah, we just got back from Wichita this weekend.
So yeah, we've been bouncing around quite a bit. We've assessed the car. We'll get on that more later.
Let's just jump straight into it.
The car?
Yeah, so let's explain to all of our followers. Oh, yeah. It's been a long day. All of our followers, what exactly happened? Because I've read from a lot of experts out there that it was you had it at the wrong angle.
The wing?
You had no front weight, and so you were obviously gonna do that, like dummy, like duh. I heard a lot of people thought that wing actually weighed a lot and that it wasn't forward downforce. Like people thought that it was actually like a weighted wing.
Oh, it was weighted? I got you.
So let's just kind of touch base. I mean, We'll start with Sherm's pass, when Sherm almost beat you. But his motor said, no, I know.
That poor dude. Did you ever see pictures?
I did. I just read his status.
The heads in half.
Yeah. Such a pretty car. But I just want to, like, that was the pass that you could see in our other video that you were starting to kind of
move around,
bounce a little bit. And, you know, that should have probably been a red flag for most.
Well, it was. I made changes. So, the wing was not a weighted wing. It was purely a S&W racing wing for like a dragster type. Had a very aggressive airfoil design to it to make a lot of lift, which we had it upside down to push the car down at low speed. I'm not very aviation smart or anything, obviously, or I would have flown farther. So, no, it wasn't back there for weight or anything. It was back there purely just to add traction up top because I wanted to put down more power up top. And I've had a bad cough since the wreck. All the fibers and everything when I was sitting in there in the car were going into my chest and everything. So I've been kind of recovering from all that too. So forgive my frequent drinks to try to keep from coughing. So with Sherm's pass, the car was starting to power wheelie out the back. Or was kind of just bouncing, kind of oscillating. And I did have the crank center line up pretty high. We really weren't at full travel out the back door though. So I was like, okay. Let's change the 4-link. Let's change the 4-link. Push the instant center out some. Take some hit off the tire because we were crushing the tire. Wad it up and smacking it back to straight. So I moved the instant center out, try to help with that, which does help to pick up the front end some. We threw the front end on, which was about 70 pounds worth of weight. And then typically that nose at that height will still around 110, 115 turn into down pressure on the nose of the car. Normally the nose of the car will start getting pushed back down. And I was like, okay, that should help counteract whatever we got going off the wing. And with the change on the 4-link, a couple changes there, should be good to go. Well, obviously it wasn't that great.
Do you think it was because it was so bumpy?
No, I don't know. That track, you run uphill at it, and about where I went up in the air, like where Justin Lee went up in the air, you kind of crest that hill a little bit. And maybe we had wind coming down that track right at that zone that kind of helped to be a factor. But I mean, he runs a lot of weight high and out back. It's not real obvious, but it's there. And I think mine was mostly just the wing. So I kind of thought the wing was going to put out maybe 400 to 500 pounds of downforce at the speed we're going. We were starting to approach 145 when it started to go up, and it was about 150 when it's was really going up fast. And some guesses are that we were making, instead of 400 or 500 pounds of downforce, something closer to 12 to maybe 1,600 pounds of downforce because of the extreme attack angle I had. And from what I had seen on that wing, we could go up to a 15-degree attack angle, which I had it set up based on where the shock sensors were on the car, that I was supposed to see 12 and a half degrees. And at 15, it starts to make a lot more drag. Because I thought I could act like a parachute up there like that, but I was hoping at the angle I was at, it wouldn't be that much. But yeah, I think the wing definitely helped push it over. And as soon as it got that nose cone up in the air, I mean, it caught so much air. Which you can see in our last video how high the cowl got off the windshield. And it doesn't do that unless the front end's straight up and down. So, yeah, I think the wing was definitely probably 98% part of the problem.
Right.
So, less attack angle could have helped. Having it down lower could have helped.
Now, a lot of people, though, on the comments,
some front downforce could have helped.
We're also confused on why would you even try it? Why would you try a wing when you have been so successful with the new setup? Like why?
We had to try stuff. I bought that.
I understand that. Tell them.
Well, I bought the wing about 16 months ago, and I wanted to try it for this year. And then I was like, we really only need more traction somewhere, on these back of the track surfaces or maybe some of the street stuff. And even with that kind of a failure that we had, I still want to try something out like it. Stephen Little's going to try something on his car on the Kraken.
Yeah, he put a picture up earlier of him out testing, I think.
And
Stuart, leave it alone.
Maybe I didn't need to go as aggressive as I did. But I do think there's going to be a lot of merit to doing it. If you've got the horsepower, more traction is always going to help. So, why did I try it on that race? Well, that race was a lot of money involved with it. And, it was a pretty poor surface. And I just really want to try something.
But at the end of the day, people have to realize to be the best, to be the fastest, you can't just find a program and go, okay, this is going to last. You have to step your game up constantly.
Yeah.
Or you're going to fall behind.
Which we've always been experimenting, whether you know it or not. I'm always trying stuff that either nobody has had or there's not enough information on yet, or maybe we're starting a new trend that nobody has really caught on to yet. In the last 7-8 years of racing, I can say that I have definitely helped inspire a lot of things that are in a mainstream production now. And, this is kind of one of those untapped markets for a full body car is trying something like this.
I just think people forget that, it takes trying new stuff to be successful. I think they think that you're all the way up here ahead of the curve and everything, but it's not that. There's still people out there that are just as fast as you.
Oh, yeah.
Faster than you. And that's what we're going after. So,
I think the dog just fell down.
He tried to shake, but he was on the hardwood floor when he did it.
Lost traction. About flipped. Careful, buddy.
Oh,
Rebuild's coming. So,
I got a couple. I have some more stuff on my.
What's your list?
Well, I wanted to write it out. So, okay. Well, we talked about what happened.
Yeah.
How did you feel, about it when it happened? What was your thought? What was going on in that freaking master brain of yours?
Did I win? Which I did not. I didn't get to see a finish line video or picture, but it was a good race. Then I thought, oops, which I said, and then immediately was, oh no, Megan probably saw it on the live feed. She probably can't tell what happened, so I messaged her, and then she called me hysterical, and then I got stuck in this car. I had a bunch of fibers flowing around inside of it. I was sitting there breathing all this stuff in, going, darling, I gotta get out of the car. I gotta get looked at. She was very, very upset. She was gonna drive to me.
I was on the phone with Eric's wife Amber, and I actually called my mom, and she was on her way to come take Logan, and I was gonna head out that night and drive straight through, and then Amber talked me into not doing that. So then we looked at flights. So then I found a flight that
was 5 hours away.
I would have had to drive to Oklahoma City, which Amber was going to drive me. She was going to be my Uber, my chauffeur, and then
she was going to fly out.
I was going to fly out and be there by 9:30 in the morning. Yeah.
So
it's very nerve-wracking. Over 16 hours away, 18 hours away.
Yeah, to drive.
18 hours away, and not only do I not know what's going on, the live feed I was watching just happened it kind of glitched, so I didn't even see the wreck. So, I just heard about it pretty much, and then, talking to you. And then, unfortunately, we did have a handful of people who wanted to show replays and ask for photos, and I'm not about that.
Megan.
I've never been about that. I think it's very disrespectful.
Well, we had a lot of family members calling and everything else, checking on me.
It's 11
checking
o'clock.
on me through Megan.
What, 11:30 at night? if not later.
If somebody is in an accident that you can kind of you don't really 100% know the outcome's good. Like if somebody taps a wall and it's like a glance or something, obviously the driver should be okay. But we've seen some of those slip and fall accidents that are a lot more detrimental to somebody's health. And it sucks to be in a family member's position and see that and not know that it had happened and not know the outcome of their significant other or other family members. So that's where Megan's kind of coming from is
even editing in. I mean, I was gonna leave it in to be a jerk, but I'm not. But you know, the amount of people that were standing around, because our GoPros were both on the entire time. I edited quite a bit out while they were getting the car off the track. But I mean, our back GoPro was on the entire time. So everyone that was just standing around the car with their videos, recording, you know, not asking if he's okay. You know, they're just sitting there gawking. Like, that's what gets me. And that's what makes me so upset. Because if you're going to be around the car, be there to help. You know?
Which, I mean, there were a lot of people trying to help. But...
No, I from my understanding, the track did their job. And, I mean, they got you off. You told me that you got looked at, which, come to find out.
They looked at me. They're like, you okay? I was like, I'm fine.
This is what happens when I don't go to a race.
Still here. Still fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, you know, car went up. And I was like, all right, cool. This is kind of a wheelie. And I was like, oh, this is a big wheelie. And then I was like, oh, I'm out of control. I'm not going to be able to do anything about this. And as soon as it leaned over to the left, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be interesting. And there's a bunch of sparks, which is on the video.
Were there spectators in that area, that vicinity? Mm-hmm. That's good. I wasn't sure. Again, I wasn't there. I just know that there's some events that allow for, and I know that they made a rule that was like, if you crossed or whatever.
There's nobody in that area.
That's good. That's really good. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
The car didn't run at the moment, but Eric and I, when we got back to the pit, we saw the wiring problem that had happened. My ignition switch wire got pinched between my A-pillar and my cage. So we fixed that wiring right there. Then boom, the car fired up. So anyways, what's part two? Is it what the kind of condition we're in now?
Will you use the wing again? We've already went over that. Yeah, he's going to use it again.
So Megan and Eric are very, very against it.
I threatened to divorce him. I threatened for him to have weekend visitations with Logan if he puts a wing back on. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I feel like he's going to test it to see if it is.
I still see merit in how he can help.
You didn't see it from 18 hours away.
Yeah, I was in person.
Oh. All right, so what is next for the Firebird?
Okay, so I got to assess some damages on it. We got really lucky. There are a few tubes on the cage that have some dents to them or some flat spots. Just two. And they're both replaceable and fixable. Everything else measurement-wise came out pretty good. Your thing's recording my voice and text. So, plan is to reskin the car. Got to get new doors. Looks like we can fix the front end. Door hardware. Really, the doors are about the worst part. They're a lot of pieces to them. A lot of fitment stuff. The body, to cut a shell off, put it on will be bad. And thankfully, Nick Roberts put together a deal. I didn't even know about it. Pretty much the morning after, in trying to seek out a roller, and some people wanted to donate, and thank everybody that wanted to pitch in a little bit here and there. And then all the people that helped us source a roller. And we actually got surprised Sunday morning with walking into the shop after Megan set me up, because she knew about it, and to find a beautiful blue Firebird sitting there. so that car is going to get used to rewrap the chassis on the race car, and it's going to require some new rear tin work. The normal flat dragster wing has to get rebuilt. The big wing won't get put back on the car for a while. That thing got destroyed, so I'll have to find a replacement for it. And then the suspension came out good. Wheels and tires came out good. Everything looks pretty good there. We are moving. Megan says stop saying
I didn't want to be rude.
We are moving shops
Yes.
as well.
To the Missouri side.
Yep. So we're moving to Grandview, Missouri. We're downsizing into a facility that's not quite as large. I'm going from 10,800 feet to about 1,080. And that'll just have my stall for the race car. We'll have a stall for some minor customer work, and then the dyno. And tuning is pretty much all we're doing now anyways. So this way we're not paying such huge rent bills and overhead expenses like heat. Like just to keep the current shop at 60 degrees costs me almost $2,000 a month if I want to maintain that. So with the way gas prices are, inflation, and everything else, it's been difficult just to stay comfortable in there. So this will help with everything and being comfortable and a little bit closer to home. And it's something we've been wanting to do for a few years now.
Yeah, we just haven't really found the right place.
So hopefully this is the right one. Putting a lot into it. And then, so that's making the rebuild in the car a little bit slower. But
we will not be at the pad. That's everyone's taking bets, placing bets.
Yeah.
On if we're gonna show up.
If this weekend wasn't Christmas weekend and it was a normal race weekend and I had 3 or 4 days to work on the car, maybe could have patched something together really haphazardly and made it happen. But being Christmas weekend, didn't take the time for it, and all the evenings have been put towards a new shop. So I will say over New Year's weekend I do plan on working on the car.
You're wet.
Whether that's just getting the old body cut off of it all the way, and getting started on the new one. I do plan on working on it that week and get quite a bit done. A couple 14-hour days, and a lot of progress can happen pretty fast. So I've been looking at doing updates and upgrades on the car, and I really don't see anything I want to do, because the bad thing is once I start, I just don't know if I want to stop. So, and my stopping point is starting over on a chassis, and I just don't want to do that right now. So I think we're pretty much just going to rebadge or reskin it and make it look nice again. Redo the tin work that's been kind of beat up in the car over the last few years.
It sounds like he
is running into everything.
Yeah, but he's laying there.
Yeah, and then we'll bring it back. So we'll use, unfortunately, we're going to miss a few events we had picked out early in January. But I think we're looking to probably get the car back out late January, maybe in February sometime. Definitely by March. So not a real fast rebuild. But we'll see. I'll make some videos along the way.
Yeah, he says that now, and then watch. There's going to be some big race in February, and guess who shows up?
Yeah, there's just too much. So we've got...
I feel like this is kind of a buzzkill video. Sorry, guys.
Well, we've got... I mean, it's just, dates and times.
We have a lot on our plate, and it is
so.
Christmas time. I mean, not only Christmas time, but we got a birthday. We got Christmas. We got another birthday.
Yeah.
We have 2 birthdays.
Logan's is a week and a half before Christmas, and then 2 days after Christmas we have Noah's. And,
yeah. And then the shop, and I mean, it really is so much.
So, and unfortunately, some of the tasks that we've got in front of me on this car, we're all still waiting on parts. Wolf Racecraft and Brent Self helped out quite a bit with getting Some zoomies coming. So since both sides got pretty messed up, I don't know what's worse, losing a front wheel or a zoomie. They're about the same price, but zoomies take so long to make. It was like half a day in one zoomie. But I can get both done in a day.
There's just not enough time, not enough hours in the day.
Need more days in the week.
That too.
So
we
we've
need
got
an extra day on the weekend.
Luckily, we don't have to do any rewiring. No major, I say no major fabrication. It's not like I'm building a couple new turbo kits or anything for the car. Normally, I'd have to build a new turbo kit. Blower kit came out fine. Motor came out fine. The car still runs. So, really, we got lucky in a lot of ways. Or I got lucky in a lot of ways. I just got to reskin the whole thing and to make it look okay. Where, I'm going to put weeks of time into it just for people to say, man, it's nice to see how fast this shit box actually goes. It's like, well, only had like a month or so.
That's how I feel anytime someone says something negative about the car. It's like, I put my own blood, sweat, and tears, and I think she's beautiful. So the minute someone says something stupid like that, I'm like, Like, you know how much time and effort went into the freaking hood? Or your doors. Just sanding your doors when we had them after the last time. It took so long. Hours away from my kids. Out in the freaking heat. Wasn't it summertime?
I think when we did the doors, yeah.
Yeah. So be nice, people. They don't all have to look like... Who's a good example? Trevor. They don't all look like Trevor's car. Everyone probably doesn't know Trevor.
There's so many nice cars that come out, like Illinois and California and stuff like that. And
we're Midwest, baby. It's not about the look.
Gets beat up around here.
For real. So, yeah. I'm sorry that this video is just kind of like... It's just kind of a sad topic, all in all, It's just... I've only seen the car once since it's happened.
She's only seen one angle of the... she saw the in-car footage of the wreck.
That was the first footage of the wreck I saw.
And then she watched the Drag or Die one once. And really, Megan hasn't watched any of it.
I don't want to. I don't... People have been tagging me in it, and I appreciate it, because I know most of the tags have been... Megan, I'm so glad Ryan's okay, stuff like that. I choose, if I watch it continuously, I am not going to want him to be back in the car. I am way too hormonal for that.
Yeah, which brings us to Elvira.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with Elvira for the next 9 months?
Sounds like Ryan will be racing Elvira.
For most of 24. We're having another kiddo.
Surprise! I know. We were as shocked as you. Let me tell you.
So,
yeah.
We got that news shortly before
the wreck. So, if you guys... Does it all make sense now on why Megan Mitchell was so freaking crazy and mean to people? 18 hours away, hormonal as you know what. Yep. That's why I'm taking the wing thing seriously and threatening him with a divorce.
Should be 2 kids.
Yeah. So. Pew pew. I got a comment that So I'm sorry, fellas. About to get fat.
Got my hooks in her.
Yeah. I guess I was just stealing the show too much, and he just
put her on the bench.
That's what Jimmy Dale and I were talking about when he called me. He said, man, he even had to outdo you wrecking. That's about it. That's all I got on my list.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that's bought merchandise to help out. Thank you everybody that has given donations to help give us back on the road. I've had a lot of people reach out for help and assistance. It's all, incredibly awesome. And it's going to really help get it back to a speedy rebuild. So
it wouldn't be possible without Nick and them. He went above and beyond. Found a roller and he just started messaging some people, and next thing you know, we have a roller in the shop, and
now we just got to figure out what color to keep it. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep it blue-ish, black and blue, because most of the car is black. Blue body. I don't know. We'll see. Megan's gonna throw up a couple pictures of the car, and then I'll get some progress pictures, and then yeah, I'll do some interviews as we go through the rebuild on it. So we're gonna get some more work done at the shop, and I'm trying to decide where I'm gonna build it at. If I'm gonna do it at the old shop or new shop. Leaning towards a new shop. So yeah, we're gonna get after it. You get back to work. Get some rest in the night. And actually, we're going to go in and work on the new building tomorrow. Christmas Eve day. And then we'll rendezvous with all the kiddos because they're hanging out with grandparents.
And all the older boys go to Christmas Eve with their dad. I get them Christmas Day.
Yeah, so we'll round everybody up for tomorrow night. And
Santa is coming. You gotta make cookies. By the way, I made chocolate starfish cupcakes. Turned out amazing, did they not?
they're really good.
I know.
Chocolate cupcake with chocolate pudding and chocolate frosting with either topped with M&Ms or
chocolate. Well, the chocolate chip ones were the chocolate starfish ones.
yeah, those were good.
The M&M ones just look like little hollies
Yeah.
or something. They were crisp. They were festive. I mean, both of them are festive. One of them more so for the spirit of the holiday.
So, all right, with that, everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll be back at it really soon.
With no wing.